Hello YouTube, this is the Garrett and we're starting off as a new spawn. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll understand why I'm starting off as a new spawn. I didn't have the best day. I think we spawned actually fairly close to here. Went over to that island, ran into some trouble, came up here and got shot. And then we tried to spawn back in and ended up not being able to run, and then ended up getting eaten by some walkers. So we're gonna give this another try. I'm gonna try to give you guys a little bit of a better video than yesterday, and hopefully we won't die so soon. Let's see what we get. When we start this time. Okay, so just pretty much same thing as yesterday. Painkillers, bandage, flashlight. We're gonna go ahead into these trees over here and start our journey. So I'm gonna kind of mix it up today with the commentary. I'm gonna kind of go through things that I really enjoy about the game again. I didn't really get to touch on it too much because I got a bit distracted by all the death yesterday, but also I got a chance to watch a video on DayZ's website about the Standalone project and some of the things that they're going to implement with that, and that was actually a really awesome video. Got to get a good amount of content, got to kind of see what they're going for, and it's looking pretty good, honestly. Ooh, there's an enterable building over there, so we might want to actually cut back in if we can. I'm going to loop this way, though. I'm going to cut through the trees, see if I can see anything over this way, and then maybe cut towards the shore. But some things that I was seeing in the video, very, very cool. They are going all out with things that they want to do. They're going to add customizable clothing, so you're going to have things like hoodies, jeans, shoes, hats. They said that there's going to be something like over 100 different types of clothing that you can, I don't know if you can pick to start out, but you can find and change out as you're playing. Something really cool that they mentioned about the clothing, though, this was something that I was like, that is a really awesome idea, is the fact that you will actually be able to hold items in your jean pockets. So you won't need a backpack to hold items. Or you can hold additional items to whatever is in your backpack in your jeans or your hoodie pocket. I thought that that was a great idea and really, really liked that. So that was one thing I was very excited about in the video. Some other things that they were talking about is, again, the UI. Touched on that a little bit yesterday. They didn't really go into too much detail about it, but again, they're just trying to make it super simple. They're trying to make sure that it is as simple and as user-friendly as possible. So that is one thing to definitely look forward to, seeing how that turns out. Another thing that they were talking about that really excited me was some of the things that they were going to be adding to the map. So they're going to be trying to add some. Okay, yesterday we talked about the zombies and whether or not they can hear us better, and it sounded like one of them was coming after me, so I freaked out a little bit. It's still freaking me out. So it sounds like they're going to be adding some areas to the map. There's going to be a swamp area that they're going to be adding for a new type of gameplay and just a new feel. We're going to take a little rest here and let them pass a little bit before we scramble across the street here. Hopefully we won't get spotted. We're on one bar for each. I did not want to get chased again. Shoot. Alright, get up, get up. And we're bleeding. Run away, run away. Alright, try to lose him in the trees here. Oh, man. I need to just gut one of those guys and rub their guts all over me, a la Walking Dead. Alright, let's see. Are we still being followed? Okay, no. We're gonna go ahead and bandage up. And try again. Try again. Where was I? Swamp, yes. Oh, he still sees me. That's not cool. Well, while I'm running, I will try to continue my conversation. So, they are adding a swamp area. And, I don't know, it looked interesting. It doesn't really look like there's, you know, gonna be, much in the way of environment to find loot there. It looked like it was just a swampy area with a bunch of, like, docks and planks going through it. So, I'm not so sure if I will be visiting them on my journey in Standalone. We will have to see how that turns out. But one thing that they said that they did is that they added the Utes map. Essentially, they're going to add it into Chernobyl. So it's going to... Utes is just going to be off the coast of Cherno. I couldn't tell exactly where on the map, but I'm guessing the northeastern corner of the map is what it looked like to me. So that's pretty sweet, just adding more area. They said that they were going to add more areas in addition to Utes and the swamp. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with there. In addition to adding the clothing, when you spawn on a server, we're getting close to this. Oh, of course, he sees me. Oh boy. Run, run, run. Alright, you know what? See, I think they made it easier for the zombies to find and hear you. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna take this food, Lee Enfield mag, and then we're gonna bail. And, oh, there's soda here too, so we might take that. Then we're just gonna run. They follow us in? Well, they didn't follow us in. That's good. Yeah, I think they tweaked the zombies' hearing so they have superhuman hearing now. I mean, I don't know. I'm not digging that tweak so far. But again, adding more areas to the map. When you load in for the server, they're gonna make it so that whatever you had on you at the end of your last bout on the server is going to show up on your character in the little load screen. So say I picked up a sweet hoodie, baseball cap, a backpack, and maybe a Lee Enfield. Those would show up on my character load screen when I start loading into the server. So I thought that was kind of a nice touch, kind of cool. And they said they may try to keep stats for your characters, so like ongoing stats. So that would be interesting to see as well. Oh man, not having as good luck in the new patch as I usually do. I'm gonna have to definitely go back to being way more patient and taking things a little bit slower, which is probably a good thing, because I was getting too impatient in my last few playthroughs and just really not playing the game in a smart way. And you want to play smart in this game. If you play stupid, you're gonna die. And you're going to get hurt, and you're going to lose blood like I have. And you don't want to do that if you want to live long anyways. Back to the interview though, and the video, I think the most exciting part of it was the end. They started showing that they were making more enterable buildings. They were taking buildings that they already have, like this guy here I think was one of them, and they're making a lot more of them enterable. So it looks like there's not just going to be one or two in the area that are enterable. A lot more of them are going to be you're going to be able to go inside of. So that's definitely something I think the community has wanted for quite a while. And they've changed the way that loot has spawned. So now instead of seeing those little loot piles, items are going to spawn individually throughout the house. And they're going to spawn on top of shelves, in cupboards, which can now be opened and closed. You can now open and close closets and cupboards. They're going to be under beds, so you're going to have to really kind of look around and scavenge inside of the house to really try to find everything that's in there. So, you know, you could miss a hatchet because you didn't take the time to get on all fours and look under the bed, or didn't look behind the chair or the bar to see if the bartender had a 12 gauge that he left behind. So that is cool. You're gonna have to take more time in each house to make sure that you get everything and you don't leave something behind. Uh-oh. Hi. We're gonna just gonna crawl away now. Don't mind me. Actually, we're gonna go this way and go back around and try to get. Oh, saw him run for a second. Another sweet thing was loot's gonna spawn in the vehicles now. So you're not just gonna be able to find, or you're not just limited to finding loot in the houses. You're also gonna be able to find them in vehicles. Of course, this is, you know, and all this saying, this doesn't mean that, I'm sure that anyways, that this doesn't mean that loot is gonna spawn in every single house and every single car. There's still gonna be empty ones, or ones where the only loot you're gonna find is tin cans. But there are gonna be more places where it is possible to find loot, and that is awesome, and is gonna add another layer of depth to the game. So for example, I could go to this Jeep right here, and there might be a Lee Enfield in the back, or a can of soda in the wheel well. So again, really cool feature. They're really I really appreciate their ambition. They're really trying to push the envelope on giving us a really great experience, and having a lot of different systems going on, and just throwing a bunch of variables at you, which I think is cool. Because I talked about this with one of my friends a while ago. We've agreed that the best games are games that you can come away and have stories with. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I was fighting these zombies. I barely got away. I was down to 100 blood. Ran out into the woods. I was about to starve, but I got lucky and found a hunting knife and was able to kill a goat and cook its meat and survive. You know, games that give you stories to compare, contrast with your friends are the best games. Games where, in my opinion, you know, I like the fast-paced action games too, like Battlefield and things like that. But to me, I like the games that give you so many different options, and there are so many ways to approach the game that you can compare stories with your friends and see what they did differently, see what you did differently, and who can come back with the most epic story to write home about. Well, we're definitely doing better than we did yesterday. We at least have some food and a drink. Now we just need to get a weapon. And then maybe we could hopefully find our way back to, hopefully find our way to maybe Cherno or Electro, and maybe find a grocery store and get a bigger backpack. That's one key thing that I always need to find before I move on to a new place, is I need to get bigger backpacks. Just being able to carry as much crap as you can find around is a huge advantage, and one that definitely should not be overlooked. Squeeze through the door, gain some weight, gotta keep off the pound cake. Chemlite, we'll take the 45 ACP. You never know. Ooh, empty tin cans, my favorite. E-pack, bandage. We'll open the backpack. Back there. There's the bag. It definitely took a while to get used to this inventory system. Like, I don't understand why bandages and pistol ammunition can only go here, but you can't put bandages in your inventory when you can carry cans of sardines. That never made sense to me. Or if you can, I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I may be just a noob or something, but I've spent some time on it and haven't been able to figure it out, so that's been a little frustrating for me. Sounds like some people are in Cherno. So if I head over that way, definitely need to be careful. Don't want to end up like we did yesterday. Oh, looks like there's a road sign there. Can't read it though, because it's in Russian. But the standalone is sounding very promising. I'm really liking the way that it's sounding right now and the things that they're trying to do with it. So I am extremely excited to give that a try. But for now, this is still fun. Still having a pretty good time with it, despite its flaws and things that it needs to work on. I gotta be careful here, not. Oop. Yep. Get on our belly here. Don't want to upset this guy. He looks like he's staring at something. Alright, ooh. What is that? That's an empty tin can. Yeah, we're gonna crawl around these guys. Hopefully that's not an open. Oh, it looks like it's an open door. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa. Okay. That thing is flashing, so I think that means they saw us. So I'm gonna run. Go in here. Ooh, hunting knife. Hunting knife is always good, so you can skin damn animals. Always found that silly though. If you have a hatchet or some other sharp implement, you can't cut into goat meat with a hatchet. You gotta have that knife. I always found that a little silly. It's like the goat is protesting. Nope. If you don't have a hunting knife, then you can't have my precious meat. None for you. Alright, well it looks like we've taken everything we can in this little town, so we'll press onwards. I'm gonna put the link of, ooh, hello. Whoa. What was that? I heard like a little snap next to me. I don't know if someone's shooting at me. Definitely hope that is not the case. Oh, so he can just stand up? Okay, no, it was just for his attack mode. Alright. Someone's definitely chasing us. So we're gonna run. We're going to run for the woods. Run for the hills. Head for the hills. Something about hills. Alright, well, didn't find a weapon, but at least we got some food and some drink. That'll at least keep you going and keep you alive. But again, I'm very excited about the standalone. It looks a lot more polished. It doesn't look like they're just gonna slap a standalone sticker on it and say, hey, this is new and improved. It's DayZ 1.5. It actually looks like it's gonna be a big improvement. Now, the one thing that they didn't talk about, and I'm still a little worried about, is they haven't mentioned anything about the zombies and their erratic movement. So that worries me a little bit. Okay. I think I've been here before, and if I had a map, I'm trying to remember. I know that there's a little pond here, and if you head in, there's like an old fortress, but I can't remember if Cherno Electra are south of here. North of here. I'm pretty sure they're south of here. Decisions. What do you say, America? Which way should we go? North or south? I think we're gonna head south. I know I've been heading north, but I think there'll be more entertainment south. Again, I'm really digging what they did to the icons and making it so you can see it drop down and manage your thirst, your hunger, your blood a little bit better. So that is definitely a welcome improvement. And we're approaching the 20-minute mark, so we'll probably not go too much longer. I might just get outside of a city and call it for the day, but we shall see. We'll have to see what we encounter along the way. But yeah, some things that I really that I really want to see them work on for the standalone is just making sure that they work on the zombies' movement and behavior. I think that definitely needs some tweaking. I think it's a little ridiculous that sometimes, you know, I can crawl 2 feet away from them and they don't see me, and then I'll be crouched and walking slowly, you know, 30 or 40 yards away from them. And then they're like, I see you! I see you! You're mine! It's just a little silly, I think. Ooh, there's a gaggle of them over there. Ooh. Looks like they're hazing that guy. Is that a player? Okay, well, while they're feasting on his corpse, I'm gonna see if I can go in here and check to see if I can find any supplies. Yeah, it looks like they're killing a player, which, if it means that they're gonna stay away from me, it's okay by me. Oh, but of course there's somebody still in here. Actually, 2 guys still in there. Is there any useful loot? Chem lights. Nope. So we're gonna slowly walk away. But yeah, I think they need to actually be a little bit more lenient with the walking. If you want to be quiet, you can be extremely quiet walking like this. I know for a fact that if I'm wearing sneakers or boots, it almost doesn't matter what type of ground I'm on. I can be very, very quiet. You just go heel to toe, heel to toe. So that, you know, irritates me a little bit. I feel like I could be more quiet crouching like this than I could crawling and scraping my belly along the ground. So that would be something I wish that they would think about and address. Why can't I move? Oh, DayZ, you and your silly glitches and bugs. I still love you. Alrighty. So we're passing pretty much where we spawned earlier. I'm gonna keep running through the woods here. Hopefully not getting spotted by other players. And hopefully come across Cherno or Electro. And then we'll see how much time we have left at that point. And I'm gonna try to just take you on a journey with one character. I'm not gonna respawn every time, so keep in mind this is gonna be like a story. This is the story of a single man named the Garrett and his attempt at survival after the apocalypse. So you're gonna see how long I can survive. And And just kind of think of it as a story, you know? It's not always going to be exciting, but when those moments happen, they'll be explosive and frightening, and you'll pee your pants. Not literally. Hopefully not literally. That would be gross. Alright, so we got the road down there. It'd be nice to get a map, too. And the map is always nice because it helps me get a little bit familiar with Cherno and able to start committing more of it to memory, so I don't have to have a map. The more familiar I get with it, the less I need the map. Although it's nice when you're using a map and you know where you are and you're trying to find the nearest settlement. See why? It just stopped me from moving there for some reason. So that is definitely a nice thing about having a map, is that if you are running out of food or you need supplies, you can always use the map to help you locate the nearest town or a dam or a water supply. Ooh, did I see movement there? I thought I saw something running. Hope not. Again, I don't want to run into any angry, mean players. The animations look mainly the same in the standalone video that they showed us. They didn't look like they really worked too much on improving the arm swinging when you run, which is, it's not a big deal to me. I'm not gonna gripe about that. But the actual character models looked much better in the standalone. A lot more detail. And again, why can't I run? Oh no, is this happening again? Why does this happen? Guys, I'm sorry, but apparently the game has decided again that I don't deserve to run. So I am not going to be able to move very quickly. This is so frustrating. I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna have to look this up and see if anybody else is having the same issue. Well, I don't want to make you guys watch me crawl through the woods, so I'm gonna call it here, and hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. But this is gonna be it for this week on the DayZ, and I will come back with another video next week, and we will continue from the same spot, and we will see how the Garrett's journey unfolds. So again, this is the Garrett. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.